What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today it is very late at night. It's like literally 1:30 in the morning, and just as I was about to go to sleep, we got a Dragon Ball Super leak that popped up on the internet, and I decided to make a quick video before I go to sleep. Now, of course, leak means spoilers. So as always, this is your one spoiler alert. If you want nothing spoiled in the upcoming series between episode 59 and 61, then this is your one chance to leave before I start discussing stuff. Is everybody good? Alright, let's talk about this. So I gotta say, the Future Trunks arc has been getting very interesting, as we had a huge reveal in episode 57 last weekend when we found out that Zamasu is now immortal. So the fight is going to get quite interesting, especially when we saw both Zamasu and Black really give it to Goku and the gang, which sent them back to the past. Well, episode 58, which airs this weekend, is titled Zamasu and Black, Their Mystery Deepens, and as I said, it airs this weekend on September 11th. The description says, Goku and the gang have been defeated by Zamasu, the now immortal apprentice of Kaioshin of Universe 10, and Goku Black, a mysterious warrior who looks just like Son Goku, but for the time being, have been returned to the present after being beaten, I assume it's supposed to say beaten, and getting saved by Mai and Yajirobe. Meanwhile, President Zamasu visited the all-knowing Zuno and asking about the Super Dragon Balls. Now, it's pretty much safe to assume that what the future Zamasu did to achieve immortality had to have something to do with the Super Dragon Balls. At some point, he probably found out in the future, maybe by Gowasu as well, that the Super Dragon Balls exist, and that's how he ended up getting immortality, which makes you wonder, I wonder if he can get immortality through like the Namekian Dragon Balls or regular Dragon Balls. Like, I don't know if he really needed the specific super ones, but it doesn't matter. Either way, future Zamasu has immortality somehow, and I assume that's how he achieves it. Well, it looks like at some point, Zamasu in the present day, in the past, finds out about Super Dragon Balls as well, because Gowasu kind of spills all details when he was watching GodTube, and that leads Zamasu to go to Zuno and figure out everything about the Super Dragon Balls, so I guess he can follow the same footsteps that happened to him in the future version of himself. Now, based on this episode title alone, I assume that we won't get too much action in episode 58. It'll be mostly just, I guess, Zamasu going from point A to point B to kind of figure out about the balls, and we're going to get a cliffhanger ending for sure. And unfortunately, September 18th, the week after that, we're skipping a week for whatever reason. I'm not really sure what's going on, if it's going to be a holiday or what the deal is, but this is like the second time in the last about a month or so where we lost this week. So unfortunately, we'll have a whole another week of having to wait on what's going to actually happen. But the next episode after that is very exciting based on the title alone. Episode 59 of Dragon Ball Super is titled Protect Kaioshin Gowasu, Destroy Zamasu, and this airs on September 25th. Since the future Zamasu had on a pair of Potara, which only the Kaioshin are qualified to wear, Goku and Co figure out that Universe 10 Kaioshin Gowasu's life is in jeopardy. They immediately head to Universe 10. Now again, this is kind of a problem that I have with this entire arc so far. Like, why doesn't Gowasu realize that Zamasu is pretty evil? I feel like the problem that Gowasu has right now is what he's trying to teach Zamasu, and that's what he doesn't see. Zamasu sees all the humanoids as evil. They need to be get rid of. They're like the evil that exists in the universe, and they need to like not exist basically. Whereas Gowasu sees humanoids as, I guess, beings that should be given a chance. And I guess that's why he gives Zamasu too many chances. But honestly, like, dude, at this point you should understand that Zamasu is evil. You see it in the you yourself know that Zamasu is evil, and you need to get rid of him. But for whatever reason, Gowasu just doesn't understand, and this is probably what ultimately happened in the future. Gowasu at some point gets murdered by Zamasu, and then we see the whole plan get carried out, where he becomes immortal, creates Black, and then the whole future is in complete shenanigans and trouble, and that's what happens in the future. But Gowasu, like, this just makes me mad. However, good news is the Goku and Co figured it out, and they're here to help, because episode 60 is titled Back to the Future, Goku Black's Identity Revealed, and this airs on October 2nd. Now, this description is the one that got me really hyped and really interested. After finding proof that the President Zamasu has murdered Gowasu, the God of Destruction Beerus destroys Zamasu. With President Zamasu destroyed, the future should be saved, but Future Trunks still feels uneasy and goes to future to check things out. Now, here's kind of the problem I have with this description. Number one, Trunks has already experienced this before, where they stopped the androids in the past and he went to the future and they were still there. What happens in the past doesn't necessarily affect the future timeline, and at this point we understand that there's the future Zamasu, and then there's like a past/present day Zamasu. So them killing Zamasu in the past shouldn't affect the future, so they have to still figure out how to clean up the future and deal with that back then. But in the present time, I'm excited to see Beerus really step it up and, you know, destroy Zamasu. So I cannot wait to see how that actually unfolds, and I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that, because honestly, Zamasu's an asshole and he's got to go. Now, the following week on episode 61, we don't have a description, but we do have a title. It's called Zamasu's Ambition, presenting the Zero Mortals plan, and it airs on October 9th. Now, we don't really need a description to kind of understand what happens in this episode. I think episode 61 is when we actually find out how Zamasu creates Black and basically what his plan is. And his plan is kind of self-explanatory. We already understand at this point. He creates black to get rid of all the mortals, because he doesn't see mortals as people who should be given a chance. They should be wiped out because they're evil. And to him, this is justice, but to the eyes of everybody else, it's evil. Technically, it's evil. So let me ask you guys a question here. Do you think the future Zamasu is actually going to get stopped / killed, or will he be stopped through some kind of seal? The reason why I ask this question is because right now he is immortal, and to give you the difference between immortality and eternal life, immortality means you can't die at all. If they were to disintegrate Zamasu in every single, particle, he technically still be able to come back, or maybe you just can't get destroyed, period. Eternal life means you live forever, but you can die, and that's what Master Roshi has. So in this situation, do you think that Zamasu will get stopped by getting killed somehow? Or do you think he'll have to get sealed, something that we saw similar to Garlic Jr. with the Dead Zone, or how Elder Kai was sealed into the Z-Sword by Beerus? How do you think it should end? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. But overall, let me know your thoughts. I'm pretty excited, especially for episode 60, because I want to see Beerus really destroy Zamasu. It's a long time coming in this arc, and I cannot wait to see how he does it too. I hope he just gives like a little quick finger beam of death and just blows him up, and then that's it. And then also, I really hope that Whis and Beerus go into the future as well, because I just want them to kind of help take care of things, because at this point I feel like they need to, since Zamasu is kind of breaking all sorts of laws. On top of that, he's immortal, so the guys need as much help as possible. And on top of that, I want to see Beerus have any excuse to fight. So let me know your thoughts on all that in the comment section below. Anyways, if you have a Dragon Ball Super, make sure you leave a like right below. Any questions, comments, feedback, you know how this works, drop me a comment. I'm gonna get to sleep because it's really late, and I'm about to move in the morning. So I hope you enjoyed this quick update, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.